I've always been very questioning, why did I get this? How did it happen? What was it about me? And the more I learned about it, the more I was curious as to why people had not seemingly found some sort of correlation between all the people that were getting it. And so I heard about this idea of taking detailed information of the story of different people and what they experienced and whether or not there was any commonality to give researchers clues as to how they might find some idea as to what we might have done together. I don't know whether or not we'll find out anything, but we'll never know if we don't try to take detailed descriptions of what it was that people have done. I did find that there were some of these registries being established in their infancy in different places, mainly research centers. And I thought, why wouldn't you pull those together into some sort of national registry and share that information so that then you would have this database that would be drawing from all of these places the information and let the researchers have access to it in order to be able to do these comparatives. And so when I found that there was an effort underway, I thought, well, that's a really good idea. And a friend of mine named Mike Myers, who was a lifelong friend from college, offered to put up $25,000 to help with this registry. If we could get the registry expanded with help from other people, then this would be the beginning of perhaps the further effort to gather information about this illness. And I don't just mean transverse myelitis with all its variations, forms that are covered under this rare autoimmune umbrella, to seek solutions for researchers to follow. Without research funding for these programs, we're never going to know. And I think answering the mystery of the commonality seems to me to be a logical way to approach it. To me, the first two building blocks are the registry for the history of people's experiences. And the second piece is, once we get, if we can get some symptoms and get that information disseminated to hospitals and have some sort of major reach out to hospitals and others to let them have some sort of checklist to go to when they begin to see these symptoms, I think there's some thought of how much it would be valuable to have 4 or 5 medical centers available to doctors that see something and they're curious about, they could know to go to this place and get answers. If that can be organized, kind of oversee a network of referrals places, that would be huge for people. There's so much to be learned, but we have to find a place to start. And from my standpoint, that starting is getting started with the registry. But we do need to be able to raise money to articulate that for the world. You know, my message is that each of us has to do what we can do. And it doesn't matter whether it's $5, $10, $20, it all mounts up. And it all begins to cause things to happen. And there's a great quote by Robert Kennedy that he made in a speech, which I think about a long time. And it basically says, let no man or woman believe that nothing can be done against the world's ills, injustices, and problems that beset us. If each of us acts to do what we can do and do our part, then out of 1,000 different efforts will be written the history of this generation.